Accept women for what they are, guys. And I'm making this video for the crowd of men that are into this Mgtow type movement. Let's talk a little bit about Mgtow. I respect it, of course. You know, if you want to go your own way, if you don't want to involve yourself with modern women, you have the right not to. But I do want to bring up the cost of ignoring women and not accepting them for what they are. If you go your own way, if you're someone who's a Mgtow guy, you're basically cutting yourself off from women in general, and you're going to not be able to experience the things that other men are experiencing out here, because there is men having good experiences with women. Women do play a vital role in your life, and they are a pain in the ass. Yes, they're stressful. Women are going to add some extra stress on your life, but living life without them is not a way to live, in my opinion. Now, if you're on your grind and you're just trying to focus and you're just trying to cut out all your distractions, I get that. But this is going out to the men that are just having trouble with women. You know, deep in your heart, a lot of these Mgtow guys want that wife. They want that beautiful girl. They want to look into her eyes at night and kiss her and cuddle her. But because they're having trouble with females, it's like a cope. Like, oh, you know what? Women nowadays, they're trash. Like, I'm just going to go my own way. I ain't even going to talk to them. I ain't even going to do anything with them. I'm not even going to waste my time with them. Dude, you're missing out on so much when you go with that mindset, and you're closing yourself off to having a woman come into your life because you're manifesting that you're gonna stay lonely. And I don't know if you guys know how serious this shit is, but it is so easy to fall into a dry spell that can last for years. It's happened to me. It's happened to many people that I know. Think about it, guys. Women are awesome. And that's why I'm saying to accept them for what they are and take them for what they are, because I honestly don't think that the modern woman, or whatever you want to call it, is this like, oh, you know, if I was born in the 80s or whatever other time period, that things would have been fine. I used to think this way. That incel thinking, that like black pill thinking, that like, oh, you know, it's just the modern day. It's because of Tinder and social media that everything is screwed. The dating market is cooked. When in reality, it's not. There's good ladies out there. There's guys in great relationships. And if you're not having luck, it's not going to be like that forever. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be like that forever. And also, closing yourself off from women in general is just stupid, because you're missing out on experience. Even if you meet a girl and you get with her, maybe you date her, maybe you start messing with her, and she's not a good girl, you still gained experience out of that. You still experienced it. You were still able to become a better man at the end of the day, because you dealt with a different type of woman, a different caliber of woman. Even if these chicks are 304s, even if these chicks are just, you know, not wife material, whatever. Who cares if she's wife material or not, man? You don't have to make her your wife. Did anyone ever... That's what I... Like, I hate this Mgtow shit. Did anyone tell you you had to make her your wife? No. Bro, you could just have her as a girlfriend. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You don't even have to make her your girlfriend, dude. You can simply just experience life with this girl and enjoy it. And just take it for what it is. And take what you can from it. And just squeeze what essence you can out of that experience, out of that woman. And just get whatever value you can out of that. Because not every girl is going to be perfect. You're not perfect. Not every relationship is going to lead to marriage. Not every relationship is going to, or encounter with a girl is going to lead to something. Is going to lead to a positive experience. It could lead to a negative experience, of course. But don't miss out, because you don't know. You're going to blink your eyes, and before you know it, you're going to be 20, 30, 40 fucking years old. But because you went Mgtow, you missed out when all these other guys had a girl next to them. When all these other guys were able to have these amazing, go on these badass trips or dates. And these once in a lifetime experiences that you can only have with a woman. That you cannot replace with a man. And trust me, guys, having a woman in your life is not a bad thing. In fact, being able to connect with a girl, being able to talk with a girl, being connected to the female side. Half the people on this planet are women. There's billions. Billions of women. And you're choosing to close yourself off from half of the people that you could ever meet. And this is the thing, you know, these black pill incel channels and shit, they make it seem like it's like, oh, like everything is cooked, like you have no chance out here, you're screwed, you're not gonna find your wife, you're not gonna find the one, you're not gonna find a good girl. But you know deep in your heart that that is false, that is that's like flawed thinking. That's negative thinking, it's pessimistic thinking. Versus, how about trying a different type of mindset? My wife is, instead of saying, oh, you know, women aren't wife material, women aren't this. Instead of saying, my wife is out there. I don't know who she is, but she's out there. My next girlfriend, my next amazing relationship is out there. And all I have to do is just bump into her. All I have to do is run into her, talk to her, strike up a conversation with her. But if you're going Mgtow and you close yourself off and you're not going to start that conversation and you're not going to approach that girl, or you're not going to try to begin some sort of connection with a woman because you've sworn off on dating altogether, is a huge mistake. It's a horrible mistake. I almost fell into that Mgtow thing back when I was like going through one of my biggest dry spells. Because I that's what happens. You go through some bad experiences. You go through some bad experiences. You get rejected, you know, enough times. You load up Tinder, you don't get any matches, and then you watch these incel channels, and then you come to this realization, this fake realization in your head that everything's cooked, everything is like, what am I have no more options, you know, they just want chats, they just want this. When that's completely false, guys. That's so, it's one of the biggest lies we have nowadays in the male in the male society, the men's movement or whatever. You gotta be positive. You have to be positive. You have to keep a positive mindset. How do you combat? Now, I'll give you some tips on how to meet women in the modern age. The game has just changed, but it's still the same game. The rules of the game have changed, but it's still the same game. So you have to adapt to the game. Yeah, in the past, that's what these incel channels that, oh, you used to just be able to do this and you have a girlfriend. You could be an average guy. The game has changed. But what I'm saying is it's not impossible to find a girl. It's not impossible to find a woman. And go out in public. Leave your house. Leave your computer. Go out into the real world. Go out to a public place. And you will see average guys with hot ass girlfriends. So this disproves that the dating market is cooked, because you can go out. Okay, how are people still having kids? How are there still people getting married? Why do I go out in public and I still see quote unquote average guys with pretty attractive girls? Because this is all nonsense. You know, you need to stop living on the internet. You need to stop living on Tinder, on Plenty of Fish, Bumble. These people, yeah, a lot of them can meet through an app, but there's so many other ways to meet. You can meet a girl through a friend group. You can meet a girl at a public event. You can meet a girl through church. You can meet a woman through a club, like a running club, through school, college. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat, guys. You can cold approach women in public. Now, don't just go, you gotta study this stuff, of course. I've had success cold approaching. I've had success using the apps. And at the end of the day, it's a combination of factors. You have to manifest, but you can't give up. Yeah, you can use apps. You can approach women in public. Don't be afraid to ask that girl for her number in public, at the store. That cute girl, don't be afraid. It could lead to something amazing. She could be your next wife, your next girlfriend. Yo, I met some girl recently, some really beautiful chick. And I mean, this chick was hot. I wasn't asking her out or anything. I just bumped into her in the store. I needed help with finding makeup for my girlfriend. I wanted to get my girlfriend some makeup, but I didn't know what to get. So I asked this pretty girl in the aisle. I was like, hey, I don't know what to get my girlfriend. Like, I don't know anything about makeup. And this girl, she was telling me like, yeah, you know, I have a boyfriend. We were just talking, sharing experiences with each other. And I said, how'd you meet your boyfriend? And she told me, oh, he just came up in public and asked for my number. And then I was like, dude, this is literally one of those chicks. Like, you could be so scared to go up to her to ask for that number. And here she is, this like really cute goth chick. And she's saying that her boyfriend just went up to her in public and said, hey, I like you. Can I have your number? Like, literally, she was telling me it was as simple as that. And they've been together for 3 years. Imagine if that guy was too scared to ask. She would have never been his girlfriend. Imagine if he was just, oh, bro, we're cooked. I can't find myself a girl. It's all a mindset thing, man. And also get on your self-improvement grind. Start working out. Build up your confidence. Working out is going to improve your mindset. Dressing nice is going to improve your mindset. Getting a haircut. Educating yourself. Becoming a better man. is going to improve your chances. The worst thing you can do is just sit around and just accept defeat. And that's why I don't like Mgtow, because the concept of Mgtow sounds good on paper. Oh, I'm just gonna focus on myself. I'm just going my own way. I'm just going to not talk to girls anymore. I'm just gonna swear off females. I'm just done with them. Society is cooked. You're scared of getting rejected. You're tired of being rejected. You're basically accepting defeat, but you're saying that you're using Mgtow as an excuse, as a cope, to focus on yourself by saying, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna swear off of women. I'm just not gonna try anymore. You're accepting defeat prematurely. And while all these other guys that have not accepted defeat are gonna go out and smash your wife, smash your next girlfriend, because you've taken yourself out of the competition. You basically said, I don't like how the game is designed, I don't like the rules of the game, so I'm not even gonna play the game. If I don't play the game, I can't lose. Yeah, that's true. If you don't play the game, you can't lose the game. But you know what else? You're also never gonna win the game. Life is all about competition, including for women. And unfortunately, the men playing the game are gonna get better at the game. And that's why I'm saying Mgtow is gonna fuck you up. Because, like I said, even if you ain't meeting your wife, even if you meet some 304, even if you meet a girl that's not even a good girl, you're still getting experience in the game. You're still getting better at the game. You're still able to experience something with someone, to take her out on a date, to get better at it. If you guys have ever been in a dry spell, you know what I'm talking about. You get rusty. You get rusty. I mean rusty, guys. Like you'll go on a date nervous as hell. You don't even know what to talk about. Don't be rusty. Don't get rusty. Go into it with a positive mindset. Like, hey, you know, I'm going to ask this girl out. I'm not being a creep. If it leads to something, it leads to something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I tried. Be like, you know what? I'll try this dating app at the same time. Don't rely on the dating app, but hey, it's there in the background. If you match with someone and it leads to something, it leads to something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Go to a club, make some female friends. If it leads to her liking you, her having a crush, then it does. If she doesn't like you, then she just doesn't like you. Simple as that. So I'm saying manifest it. Manifest women in your life. Enjoy them. Experience stuff with them. Connect with them. Because missing out on a connection with women is just not the way to live, guys. It just sucks. I'm going to leave you guys off with that note. If you guys need help breaking out of a negative mindset, breaking out of a rut, I have a link down below where you can book a call with me one-on-one, and I can help you break out of this mental dry spell. If you guys need help getting to the next level, if you're trying to find a girlfriend, if you're trying to reconnect with women, book a call with me down below. Okay? If you need to talk, book a call. All right, peace.